So I figured I would come on here and just see how long I'd last for shits and giggles. I'm bored. I was watching Star Trek, but I've seen them so many times. Hey, Most Innocent One. Good to see you. I had 3 live streams taken down in midstream by YouTube earlier. So we'll see how long this one lasts. Yeah, it's got its cranky pants on today, too. Lisa from Ladies and Gentlemen of the Round Table had 3 of her streams taken down in midstream also. The problem going on is that they've basically sent their workers home, and it's bots that are running everything, and the bots are running wild. Sorry, just realized I forgot to send out a couple of links. If my Hangouts will let me. So how are you doing tonight? Oh, Eli, I'm sending you a link right now. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. My fingers are getting ahead of themselves with all this cutting and pasting. No, we don't have each other on Hangouts. I'm not sure how to do that. Hey, Eli, let me see you. Give me the redneck salute. No, the redneck salute. Yeah, there you go. I just wanted to see you do that.
It's okay. I didn't forget the salute. No, just what a long day.
Most Innocent One, I'll tell you what, I can drop the link in chat for about 10 seconds. Yeah, and grab it up real quick.
That's what I did wrong last time.
So let me know when you're ready to grab the link, and I will drop it in the chat.
So how are you doing?
Oh, not too bad.
Yeah.
Just gonna see how long I can last on here. Okay, there it is. And there it goes.
That was my mistake last night. And
yeah, oh, really?
I lost a lot of views. Yeah, because I had to. Well, I actually deleted. I was trying to block out some other stuff, and then, like, I just deleted it, and then I copied it from you know how Streamers holds it for a while for seven days. So I got it. I put it on my computer, and then I loaded it, and I lost a lot of views, but oh well.
I had 3 streams taken down tonight by YouTube.
Why?
The 4th one I shut down before they could take it down. Yeah, midstream, boom, all of a sudden the YouTube side goes black and says this has been, pat your head. There you go.
I did give you the redneck, right? But yeah, all good.
So
How are you?
How are you
Hold on
doing?
1 second. Okay.
I'm good.
Right on.
I went to the Department of Transport before, which is your Department of Motor Vehicle Registry. Don't
Mhm.
even, just don't. And got a National Heavy Vehicle Driver Regulator book thingy, which I assume you know what that is. Yep, and I start my CDL in 2 weeks. So, yep.
Oh, wow. So is that essentially like the same thing as our CDL, which is a commercial driver's license for big rigs?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Cool. That'll be a good job if you can get through the book and get through the schooling and whatever, you know.
Yep. Fingers crossed, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get lessons, which cost a bunch, which I can only afford one a fortnight, so that'll be a while before that's done, but all good.
You know, as long as you're taking steps and working towards it, you know, that's all that matters is you're trying to take steps forward. So
Yep.
yeah, I start school May 26th. So,
Yep, which is how long from now? February, March.
2 months.
In March. So, yeah, I was about to say 2-3 months, something like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to do the maths in my head. Don't make me do maths. That hurts my head.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I'm not reading chat either, so I'm kind of being an ass. But the reason I don't read chat is because once you pop the chat thing up on a phone, the number of messages that comes through, the numbers pop up at the bottom of your screen. That drives me insane.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Yep.
Yep. So I don't bother.
Right now, nobody's saying anything in chat. There's 2 people watching. Doing good.
Yep.
I have a feeling a notice didn't go out to everybody.
I got it straight up. As the second you went live, I got it. That's why I came straight in.
Okay. Oh, Donna says a lot of people are at Doris's wrestling channel.
Never heard of it.
Jimmy C and friends, his wife Doris does wrestling chat.
Oh, fair enough. Yep. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm almost afraid to talk about anything because every time, like, you know, the big major issue that's going on in the world right now gets brought up, my chat would get taken down within like a minute of starting to talk about it.
I
know why my first one got taken down, because Dreams was on panel and she was showing crocheted penises.
Yep. Okay.
So, okay, that one I'll give them. I deserve that. I allowed that. So, you know, but the other 2, you know, no crocheted penises to be seen, and they still got yanked pretty quick. So,
yep. I saw at least yesterday, in a matter of minutes, I saw probably 30 streams go down in a matter of not 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I don't talk about it at all.
Yep.
But they weren't even talking about it. They were just having a casual chat, and it just got pulled.
Wow.
That's what happened in my second and my third one. I think in my second one, somebody might have mentioned it, but not in any great detail. And in the third one, just random conversation, and all of a sudden, whoop, it gets taken down. So, and hey, Lisa knows all about that, don't you? You want to come up? I can.
Yeah, I see you live and all.
Hangouts if you want.
What's up, the lady?
While I think of it.
What's that?
While I think of it, did you take the link down after I grabbed it?
Yeah, I did. But thank you for the reminder, just in case I forgot, because sometimes I do.
All good.
That's what happened to me last night. I thought I didn't know anyone would grab the link, and then all of a sudden someone came up, and they start cussing at me and everything else. It's like, God.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to say too much, but a friend of mine a while ago had that link stuff happen where someone came up under someone's name who they thought they knew, and they let them up. And, of course, as soon as they hit the panel, they were flogging themselves.
Oh, jeez. What the hell?
Yep, sorry, I'll shut up.
Well, that's, it happened to Nick. Somebody used Donna's video and went up on a Nick's panel and started playing porn, and
yeah, that's what they're doing. They're taking videos from other people so it looks like them, and then they use that footage to get up on the panel. They get up on the panel, and the rest speaks for itself.
That's why we ask you to do silly things like pat your head or something like that, so you interact with us and we know that you're actually a live person.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did give you the redneck salute, but yeah, you missed that. You might have seen it, I don't know, but I did give you the finger, but yeah.
I told you to give me the redneck salute, and you did.
Yeah, I just don't want to be disrespectful. Like, should I flick her off or just?
Hey, if I ask for it, be disrespectful, Eli.
Nah, not like that.
Oh, please disrespect me. No, I'm kidding.
I know, right?
Yeah, no, I'd rather not be doing that because it's not exactly the moment in time they need to worry about. It's when your partner gets on later and the ass kicking I'm going to get for it. That's very funny.
Lisa, did you want the link? Or are you still dealing with kiddos?
Hello, the ladies and gentlemen at the round table. Sorry.
If you and Lisa from the round table need to chat, I can drop down.
Oh, there's plenty of room. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Lisa.
Oh, shit. So, our weather, right, a couple of months ago, we were in drought and we were having severe fires that just ravaged nearly the whole entire country, right?
Yeah.
So now we're dealing with floods.
Yep.
So,
because that fire-baked ground can't soak the water in fast enough.
Exactly. Got nowhere to go.
Yep.
Instead of soaking in, it goes straight over the top. And then it just sits there while the rest of it builds up. So.
Yep.
What's you giggling about? You were giggling about something.
Oh, Lisa's comment. Because I invited her up and she said, after I will, but shh, don't tell Ken he gets upset when I'm on your panel. I'm joking, kind of. Oh,
sorry, I'm not ready to chat. Bless you.
Thank you. our weather, we've been going from like 60 degrees to 30 degrees and like back up to 52 degrees and down to below 30 degrees. And it happens all within like a week. And my sinuses cannot keep up. So I'm one of those people. I'll go, I'm still going out to the stores and all that kind of stuff when I need to. But I can clear an aisle. I was in Dollar Tree and I coughed one time into my sleeve. And 3 people turned around, glared at me, and then left the aisle.
Sorry, I'm not laughing here, I promise.
What's up, Donna?
I thought it was nice. I just got to make my way down the aisle without anybody in my way. So,
all good. I dropped down anyway. So, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for
Yeah.
All good. Yeah.
So what are you up to, Eli?
Nothing much. Just hanging around. Yeah. Just doing some emails and that's about it. Yeah.
I'm still waiting to get the emails from YouTube about the second and third live streams that they took down, because I'm going to contest those. The first one I won't contest. I get it. But the second and third ones, no, I'm contesting that. And Donna, I will happily take your 80-degree weather. As long as it goes down to 30 and then back up. And yeah. I had to take the recorder device from my smart pill test back into the doctor's office on Monday.
Yeah.
And I walk in there, and just as I'm walking up to the reception desk, I sneeze. And I walked up there and I handed her the recorder, and she took it like this and set it down and immediately grabbed alcohol wipes and wiped it down.
What? Damn.
I love how paranoid I can make people just with my regular seasonal allergies.
Wow. Yeah, that's why I'm like go shopping Monday, and it's like I'm just like, oh my god, and like you think if someone's coughing or sneezing, but then yeah, my fiance's been having this allergies all long time, and then I'm just like, I joke with her, I'm like, ooh, you got it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of difficult, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, no, I've just been hanging in there, and I've done a lot of laundry today and everything else, and yeah.
I need to do a lot of laundry.
Yeah.
A lot of laundry.
I did too, because like, my dryer broke and everything. We fixed it and everything. I was just like, oh. So I mean, I finally did it all, and I'm just like, I'm just beat. So I mean, yeah, and then long day tomorrow too, and I'm just like, okay, cool. I can't wait for tomorrow, and and her's supposed to rain and thunderstorm a lot tomorrow, and yeah. So how have you been? How's Ken?
Ken is hurting as usual. But we're hanging in. So
That's cool.
I'm going out as little as possible, just because I honestly, with my sinuses, if I were to have symptoms, I wouldn't know until I got the fever, and by that time I would have spread it to a half a dozen people. So
Exactly.
I'm being cautious, so
I understand that. I feel good. I'm not coughing or anything, so I'm just like, I'm staying home as much as I can. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah. So I'd rather just, stay safe and, not go out, and unless I need to go out, and I'll need to go out Monday. But I'm just like, every time, anyways. So, I mean, I'd rather just stay home. So,
yeah. Well, I was supposed to have an appointment with my shrink tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he's in his 70s. And I called and canceled it. and I said, I will call you back when this all blows over. In the meantime, will my prescription still get filled? And they were like, yeah, no problem. We appreciate it. You know, and I'm like, well, hey, I love the guy. I want to keep him around for a while, you know?
Exactly.
So,
yeah. I know the feeling because I'm supposed to have my injections done next month, and that's out of the question with all this other stuff going on. I'm just like, oh, great. I was like, I'm over here trying to look for some relief, and then now I can't.
yeah.
Like,
I was supposed to have a dentist appointment next week, and they canceled that. And so, and like, I'm not going out to see my parents or anything like that, you know?
Exactly.
So.
That's good. Well, I mean, at least you'd rather be safe than getting, like you said, everybody's sick. But I'm not saying you have it. I'm just saying, like, that's how my fiance feels because she has a low immune system and she'll get sick right away.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, man, I know how she feels, just hurting all the time and everything else. And she got her gallbladder taken out 5 years ago. It still bugs her every time she eats. She don't even have to eat and she's in pain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
there may be something more involved than just her gallbladder then.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I know
I had my gallbladder out like 9 years ago, and it stopped all my pain. Like, I woke up from surgery and I had a little bit of pain from the 3 little 1-inch incisions. And within a couple days, that pain was gone, and I felt better than I had in years. So that's the way it's supposed to go.
Yeah. She also has the heart, what's going on, the heart, the indigestion. What do you call it? Where that gas goes up your throat. You know what I mean? Like the
indigestion.
Yes, she has that as well.
Yeah,
that's worse.
It sounds to me like they maybe didn't get all of the gallbladder tissue, or her liver is creating stones.
Oh, yeah.
And that she needs to get checked out again.
She does. But then with her insurance, it sucks, and they want to charge left and right. And it's not, it's not fair. But at the same time, like, she needs to go get it checked out. I bet you anything, like you said, it might be stones and she don't know yet.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm worried about that too.
Yep. I found out something really cool today. I went in to get my second MMR vaccination and to get my blood drawn so they could do titers of other vaccinations I've had over the years to see which ones I needed to redo. And I have to do all this for school. And as soon as they found out it was for school, all of a sudden I didn't have to pay a copay.
Wow. That is crazy.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Like, I mean, there's always something medically wrong. Like with me, it's just like it's so much wrong. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, man. I'm trying to get myself better too and get myself back up, but it just feels like it's always I keep, like it's always a step down because, pain wise and everything else. And just got to keep on going,
Yeah.
It's just the way I am. And I'm just probably too focused on other stuff too,
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm waiting to find out, because I'm supposed to start school in 2 months, and I'm waiting to find out if I will be attending on campus or if I will be attending online, because I'm signed up for on-campus classes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's good, man. Just keep on going, and and always say, like, I mean, God will open God will open doors for you no matter what. I understand He shuts them, but He shuts them for a reason, and then
Yep.
He opens another door for you.
Yep.
That's what I always think.
I was also presented with a really interesting choice today. The lady that drew my blood, her and I were talking about the fact that I'm going into phlebotomy.
Yeah.
And she said, let me tell you a secret. If you go to the hospital and tell them you want to be a phlebotomist, they'll train you. You don't need to go to school.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And I'm like, well, I could give back the student loans and not have to pay that back. So it's a really big temptation, but I kind of feel like it's a bit of a shortcut because I'm going to be learning a lot of really important stuff as I go to school.
Yeah.
And I think if I were the patient, I would want the person that had gone to school and learned anatomy, learned all the different lab procedures, learned, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I've kind of been tossing that back and forth in my brain, because if I just went to the hospital and, basically signed up for their program, you basically start getting paid right away.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Then if I were to move to another state or something, I wouldn't have anything to prove that I had the knowledge. Whereas if I go to school, I get a diploma. I can take that with me anywhere and prove that I have the knowledge and I can get a job.
Yeah.
So
sure. I bet you can't wait, huh?
No, I'm excited. I'm just, I've been running this over in my mind, and it's like it feels like a shortcut to just go to the hospital to have them train you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know much about it, but all I know is that that's a good job. You know what I mean? Like, and follow your dreams.
It's a very in-demand job. The more phlebotomists that I talk to, the one that I talked to today, she said that when she graduated a couple of years ago, she had her choice of like 6 different places to work, and they all wanted to hire her.
Yeah.
And she said the market is still like that today. So, and happy birthday to Joe. Tomorrow is his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Just because I don't see you. Yeah, mine's in July. Hit.
July what?
July 21st.
Ooh, mine's the 17th.
Oh, wow. Nice. Happy early birthday. No, okay, I'll see you. I bet you're going live on your birthday too, I bet.
Yeah, it depends on what my class schedule is by that time.
Oh, there you go. I bet your kid's like, I'm in the money. I'm in the money. You're like, oh, she's my nurse. I don't need to go see a doctor now. So that's what I would say.
I'm already Ken's nurse. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know, right? I'll be like, don't do this, don't do that. And he's like, really?
So, Joe, is that 29 for the first time or the second time?
I'm 39. Almost going to 40 in July.
I am 46.
Yeah. See, I want to do something good, but then at the same time, it's like, we can't. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks.
First time. You're a youngin', Joe.
Yeah, you're young. I wish I was 29 again.
Frankly, I'm glad I'm not 29 again, because you guys would all hate me. Exactly. I was a horrible person when I was 29. Thank God we know how to grow up.
Exactly.
You know those people at the fast food place that their order isn't exactly right and they yell and scream and throw shit at the manager?
Yeah.
That was me.
Wow. I bet you're a tough cookie.
Well, I'm at that time I was okay, I'm 5'1.5", but I was 330 pounds. So I was a big girl.
Yeah.
And needless to say, I usually got my way, and it was pretty sad. So I ended up with a therapist that very quickly taught me that was not how the world works.
Yeah.
Thank God for him, because he absolutely it was like he parented me for like 3 years to get me to grow up and start acting better. So
Exactly.
Innocent One, yeah, hang on. Okay, I'm gonna do like I did before. I'll drop it in. Tell me when you're ready, because it'll only be there for a few seconds. Okay, there it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's gone.
Yeah.
The link never came through. It was there. Okay, I'll try it again.
Is that the most innocent one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm putting it in now. And I am going to remove it. Did you get it? Yep. Okay, hello.
Hello. Ken, don't kick my ass for that.
What's that?
I said, Ken, don't kick my ass for that.
You know what I just remembered?
What?
I have a little tiny container of M&M ice cream in my freezer.
Well, I'm not saying anything, but that with like an alcoholic sort of beverage of some sort somehow through a blender, you get what I'm saying?
that would be a very interesting type of smoothie. That would be very interesting.
Oh yes.
Every time I have alcohol, I end up overdoing it. So I'm just going to avoid alcohol.
Yeah, I can't do good alcohol anymore. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. You dropped the link and you did the countdown, and the link never showed up in the chat. Like it didn't come up on my end.
Oh, weird.
So I don't know if it was a glitch or what, but the second time you dropped it, it came up straight away. So whether you've accidentally dropped it in someone else's Hangouts or something and not realised, I don't know, but it never came through on my end.
It does happen.
It showed up on my end, but that doesn't mean anything because YouTube is glitchier than ever these days. So,
or sometimes when you try to come up, it don't let you on. So,
yeah.
And as for my profile picture, well, that's a Virgin Atlantic Dreamliner because, well, I just love the wing flex.
It's a good looking plane.
They get a really nice looking wing profile to them once they get a bit of wind under them. Like as they start to rotate and take off, they get a really nice wing profile to them because they flex and they sort of bend upwards a bit. Looks really nice.
Cool.
Mm.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get that ice cream.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Put it through a beverage of some sort.
I want some ice cream. I want some. You know, I like root beer floats. I haven't had for a while. That sounds good right now.
Speaking of ice cream, I know it's besides the point, but where's the little munchkins at? Are they with Can at Work, are they?
No, they're right here. Spike is right behind me, and Chloe is off to the right. I could probably get her to come over and sniff my ice cream.
I'm not gonna comment. That just went a totally different way than what it should have.
I realized as soon as it came out of my mouth.
Sorry, I'm just gonna shut up. I'm just gonna shut up.
Come here. Come here.
It's all good.
Okay,
It's all good in there.
Who's that? Spike, is it? No, that's Chloe.
Chloe.
I think.
Oh
That's
yeah.
Chloe. That's
Come here, Chloe. Come here. Hi.
Hey.
What kind of ice cream do you have?
What's that?
What kind of ice cream do you have?
M&M's.
Ooh, I want some.
Chocolate ice cream with M&M's in it. Ow, 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 ow. Spit on my leg.
You're not careful, you're gonna lose a lot.
I'm surprised Finn hasn't eaten it. I would have tried to sneak a few bites. That's just me.
Chloe.
No, it's chocolate. You can't have it.
I was going to say that, but then I realized it's your dog and what you say goes, so I wasn't going to step in.
One of my dog training chats recently was about 28 foods you should never feed your dogs.
Onion and chocolate I know are the main two, but as for the rest, I have no idea.
Onion, garlic, chocolate, anything with caffeine, basically. There's a big long list, and I have to go back and refer to it if I'm thinking of giving them a scrap or something, and I'm not sure, but
Yeah. The weird thing is, my boy that you saw the other day who was on the panel with me, he can't have bones. Never been allowed to.
Wow.
Since we got him, because I don't know why, but bones just make him sick.
Huh.
And they told us that when we got him, they said we can't have bones. Absolutely cannot have bones of any sort at all.
Wow.
Which is just weird. Because I know some dogs have bones to help them like chew and clean their teeth. He can't have that. That's weird. They never told us why though, which makes me really like they said it makes him sick, which is an explanation, but they never really exactly told us why, if that makes any sense. Like, what is it in the bone itself? Is it the bone itself? Is it something within the bone that makes him sick? Is there something I can do to take it out of the bone so he can still have the bone without the bone making him sick? Is there something I can do to change that? Like,
have you ever given him a raw bone?
No, I've never given him any bones because they told us not to. He said they can't have any bones at all.
Because what is recommended by like the American Veterinarians Association of America or some group like that is not cooked bones because they can splinter and cause problems with the bone splinters. But raw bones, after they've been frozen for about a week, then you take them out, give them to your dog, and they won't splinter, but all the germs have been killed by the freezing process. So I'm not sure why they would say never give your dog bones, but it does make a difference if they're cooked or raw. So
yeah, but like I said, they never really gave us an explanation. Like, it just, yes, they did, but they didn't at the same time. Like, they said they make him sick, but they never sort of said, oh, well, as a solution, try this, or as a solution, try that. You know, it's like, what do I do? So,
Yeah.
Our dogs get like frozen raw bones. Like if I buy like a 7-bone steak from the butcher or something, I'll save all the bones and freeze them up for a week, and then the dog's got something to chew on for a while. So,
yeah, 7-bone steak. I don't know why, but that just sounds absolutely delicious.
It's literally got 7 bones in it, 1 good sized long bone, and then several medium and several small bones. And I put it in the roaster and slow roast it like on 250 degrees for maybe like 6 hours with like potatoes and onions and, you know.
Oh, that would have been grass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it comes out and you just put your fork into it and it just falls apart. It is so good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it tastes amazing, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's food right there.
Yep.
You know, the book, like there's bits and pieces in the book that I've got, and I look at it and it's like, who invented this? Who wrote this? Like, none of it makes sense. I suppose it will with time, I guess. But for someone who never did maths because it never made sense, I probably won't ever get it. But it's like, really?
I get a lot of free books on my Kindle. And I will tell you what, some of the worst writing is done by the amateur romance writers who the only place they can get their books out is on the Kindle platform. Oh my Lord. I mean, number one, they've never heard of an editor. And number two, none of them can write a decent story to save their lives. It is so sad.
Yeah. Like, I'll grab my book, so I'm going to mute for a minute to grab it, and I'll read out some of the stuff to you, and you'll be like, what in the actual?
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I had some ice cream right now. I would so eat it up. Yeah, but I'm not a big ice cream eater, you know? I gotta be in the mood for it.
Well, that's what I love about these little tiny containers. They're $1 at Dollar Tree.
Oh yeah, I have those.
And it's the perfect amount of ice cream to take care of my chocolate craving, but I don't overdo it.
Yeah.
You know? And M&M ice cream. Oh, so good.
It is to die for. Oh yeah.
So, in this book, right, it says rules for counting time. The counting rules require that you always count forward from the end of a rest break, never from within work or rest period. Count all periods of time, work time and rest time, in 15-minute blocks. Count time periods of 24 hours or longer forward from the end of a relevant major rest break relevant to the period in your hours option. And work time is rounded up. So work time limits a maximum limit. So work time is always rounded up to the next 15-minute interval. For example, 6 minutes work is counted as 15 minutes of work time. 32 minutes work is counted as 45 minutes work time. 2 hours and 21 minutes of work is counted as 2 hours and 30 minutes of work time. Rest time is rounded down. Rest time limits are minimum limits. So the rest time is always rounded down to the last 15-minute interval. For example, 12 minutes rest is not counted as rest time. Rest time between 30 minutes and 40 minutes is counted as 30 minutes of rest time. 6 hours and 40 minutes of rest time is counted as 6 hours and 30 minutes of rest time.
Wow. What the ever living fuck was that?
I know, right? I was just like, what the?
That's in my logbook. That's the shit I've got to try and work out.
Oh my god.
Oh dear God.
I was just thinking that. I was just like, what did you say again? You're like talking like you're talking Japanese. I'm just kidding. You're talking fast. I was like, what?
So periods of less than 24 hours should be counted forward from the end of any rest break. This rule ensures that drivers have their required short rest breaks. For example, a standard hours solo driver must not work for more than 5.25 hours in any period of 5.5 hours. Yep.
I would have to actually see that written down on paper, like in black and white, in order to understand it, I have a feeling.
Oh, she left.
Whoops.
Yeah, it does that. I think it's probably the internet. Like, it's never happened to me before. I know to other people it has. But there she is.
Yeah, I went to show you the thing, and as I went to show you the thing, it literally just dropped me. So that's weird. Yeah, page 25. So where's that? That's 2 pages forward. So if I take that out from there.
God, I hope the shit I have to learn isn't that complicated.
Exactly. I guess that's how fast doctors talk. Yes. You know what I mean? And and you see their handwriting. It's so messy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is just all like, what the fuck? And believe it or not, there's 30 pages of this shite that I've got to read.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. I'm just trying to work this shit out because it's like, what the fuck?
You may have to break it down into like blocks of words that form like one thought, and then write down the main idea of that thought, and then move on to the next block of words that form a thought, and then write down that thought. And I don't know if that would help you. That's helped me in the past.
Yeah. It says here, what if your work diary is lost, stolen, or destroyed? Well, if your work diary is either of those three things, there's a fucking good reason for it. Like, I know a couple of companies that like to run their drivers a bit harder than what they should be. And over here, and they use these national driver work diaries, right? And sometimes it gets to a stage with these things where they just have to all of a sudden magically disappear, if you get what I'm trying to say. And my mate sort of made his disappear. Well, after 5.5 hours on a fire pit, he came out and he could still read the freaking thing. Like, they do not burn at all.
So you guys don't use electronic logging like GPS logging?
Hell no. Hell no. We're on paper logs, thank God.
Yeah,
I'm going to say this as nicely as I can, and please don't take this the wrong way, but you can take your electronic logbooks and you can do what you like with them.
Yeah.
I've seen photos of people trying to explain the electronic logbooks, and it's like, you guys are being computerized. You're being controlled by bots.
Exactly.
Yep.
You can take that and stick it where it hurts.
Exactly.
Oh, hang on. No, there's 34 pages of this crap. Sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah, but sheets get split into several things. Like the driver keeps a copy of something, and then a couple of the sheets, like different sections of the sheet, go to the boss. And it's just, yeah.
Wow.
Man, I hope I don't storm tomorrow.
Hang on. So when you run, place the cardboard divider behind the pink duplicate sheet.
That sounds difficult, man.
Right. So I'm just reading this book, trying to wrap my head around it.
Is that a plane picture of a plane in your background? That's pretty cool.
Virgin Atlantic Dreamliner, yep.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Love the wing profile that those Dreamliners get. Love it.
Yeah. That's all good. Flying in the air.
Yep.
Being free.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, I was surprised you're alive. I was just like, wow.
I was bored.
Yeah, I do sometimes too, and yeah.
And I kind of wanted to see if yet another stream would be taken down in the middle,
Yeah, that's why I'm not doing that. I don't want to talk about that because after what it said, and I'm just like, nah. Then you're up there for the longest time.
Truth be told, I'm surprised it didn't shut down as soon as you allowed me on your panel. Oh, good.
Whatever.
So, just in sheets alone, right? So we've got our white sheet, daily run sheet that we write on, right? So you've got that, and then somewhere, there it is. Where is it? I just had it. There it is. So we've got a pink sheet that we write on, and we've also got green sheets that you have to separate as well. So there's that. Hang on, what was that? Yeah, well, there's that. Each work diary has a unique number in the NHVR National Heavy Vehicle Registry. We'll keep a record of your active work diary. If you use a work diary that is not active, because they each have a registered number to them, so if you use one that's not active, as in not in their computer system, not on their logs, not on their paperwork, it's against the law.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So how long will it take you to, like, do you have to go through classes and stuff like that, or?
I've already passed my written test. I've just got to go for my lessons and then hopefully pass my driver's test. Oh, excuse me. And that all starts in about 2 weeks.
And how long will that take?
I don't know. Probably looking at the end of the year, early next year, depending, because I can only afford lessons each fortnight at this stage.
Yeah.
And depending on how many lessons I've got to do is however long it'll take. But, yeah.
That's right. You said that earlier.
Is it hard for you, though? Like,
what's that?
What's up?
Is it hard for you, like the schoolwork?
No, because we don't exactly have to do paperwork. I've passed my written test, which was easier than expected, actually. I actually got that first go, believe it or not.
Right on.
And now I've just got to do my lessons and then my practical driving test. But, yeah, the lessons are obviously driving lessons. And then from there, once the instructor says so, then I'll go for my practical driving test. And if I pass that, then I'm on the road. So, yeah, happy days.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, sort of, to a point.
At least you'll get it done and over with.
Yep.
And then you can start making that dinero, that money. Yep.
Yep.
Everybody does for the big dollar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
it's true. We wouldn't be studying like that if it was for the big mighty dollar.
I wish we could go back to like the days when people traded and
Yeah,
bartered and
I know.
that would just be so much simpler.
It would.
Hello, Miss
my
Nancy.
teacher,
Do you want a link, Nancy?
my teacher always said to me, you better pay attention in class because no one will ever pay you to look out the window. Bitch, please. Not only do I get paid to look out a window, I get paid to see the country. So happy days.
Yep.
Exactly. I'll be back.
Okay. Nancy, do you want a link?
Nancy, you should come on up. It'd be lovely to talk to you.
And all of a sudden, there's no answer.
I guess I probably annoyed Nancy. Oops.
No, I don't think so. Oh, she says yes. Give me a couple of minutes. Okay.
Cool.
So what do you do in your downtime?
You have to rest legally because if you do anything within that legal rest time, they count it as work. And if you get caught, you're in big trouble.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Like, say, for example, and this is just an example, right? You sign off on your logbook, you say you're going, like, you've driven your 12 hours for the day, you've now got to have a consecutive 7-hour break, right? So if you park up and you go and wash your truck, that's considered work time. You get caught, you're in trouble.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yep. You can't do anything. You have to legally rest for 7 hours.
Well, that's probably a good thing because it makes sure that drivers are actually resting during their off time.
Yep. Only problem is I have a lot of trouble sleeping, like a lot. So for me to sit there and go straight to sleep for consecutive 7 hours ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
Especially during the day.
Okay, Nancy, hang on. Let me get Hangouts up. And then let me find you. There you are. That's not what I wanted. Okay, there it is, Nancy.
Valid point. So the people that can check your logbook are a police officer, a state or territory road agency officer, or an NHVR officer, which is a National Heavy Vehicle Registry officer, which means Department of Transport can't go through my logbook, no matter how much I ask for it. It's not happening.
Pat your head. Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
How are you guys?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. I'm just kind of waking up for the day. I've been sleeping all day long. So,
Fair enough.
How's your weather?
weather is fine. And I didn't see any daylight today. Like I said, I've been sleeping all day.
What's up, Nancy?
Hi, Eli. How are you? Hi, most innocent one.
Hello.
Hi, everybody in chat. So,
Yeah.
if there's anybody in chat.
Yeah, according to YouTube, there's 2 people in chat.
Yeah, that was probably me and one other person at the time. So, but yeah, I've
Is
been,
that Spark, is it?
What was that?
but I've been asleep the whole day, the whole freaking day.
Oh boy, now you're up, right?
I saw absolutely no daylight today.
You must have needed it.
I must have. Because, man, I slept, and I slept hard.
She'll go back to sleep soon.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired still, so I don't know. We'll see.
Well, you don't feel good, so of course, when you don't feel good, you have a lot of energy,
Yeah. So, and I spent the night pretty much awake, so I didn't go to sleep until about 11 o'clock. I don't think this morning. I think I saw daylight until about 11, and fell asleep and been asleep since.
You're getting your days and your nights mixed up.
I guess.
Yeah.
Something. But I spent all night I discovered I have a whole bunch of in-scale stuff still left over from my in-scale layout.
Yeah.
And so I spent the night thinking about selling it, selling a lot of this stuff and holding like maybe a big online sale or something of it.
Mm-hmm.
At first I was thinking about just doing a giveaway, but then I thought, no, this is a good opportunity to make some money for it, so I can go to Louisiana this summer if they lift the travel bans.
Oh, yeah.
Right now that's a big if.
Yep.
Just don't know. It's so uncertain as to when people are going to be allowed to travel again.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I thought I would sell a lot of this stuff, and a lot of it's good things. I got some locomotives here and some cars and, freight cars. I got passenger cars and they're brand new, and I got some structures and things like that. Whole bunch of stuff just left over that I discovered I still had, and I just sat there and I went, hey, I thought I got rid of all these freight cars, and I didn't. I didn't get rid of all of them.
Well, good chance to make some money.
Yeah.
I was about to say, and this is probably going to come across as me being an ass, as usual. What changes? You can sit there and you can go, right, I want a couple of $100 for each piece of equipment, and just ask for a couple of $100 for each little thing.
Nah, well,
Making some good money.
what I'm doing is I'm trying to sell them in bundles, in sets, because a lot of these freight cars have sets, like these grain cars I have, they're a set of 3. And the passenger cars I have, there's a set of 3 of them, and another set of passenger cars that are a set of 2. So it's like I'm trying to sell them in their sets.
That's a good idea.
So that
Yeah.
you get the whole set instead of just a separate piece of it.
Yeah. But if you sell them a set, you ask for a couple of $100 for each set, right? And the reason you do that is that way you pay for your Amtrak ticket. Or you can be really cheeky about it and sell them individually and ask for a couple of $100 for each individual piece. And just really get the money happening.
My thing is a lot of them are not worth that much money. The freight cars are not worth that couple $100. They're worth maybe about at least about $100, but not or less, but not really that much.
But the thing is, Nancy, if you're trying to raise money for yourself to move, people will think you're worth that, and they will help you out by paying extra for what you're selling.
Right.
It's not about what they're worth, it's about what you're worth.
You know, say for instance, these are the two. Oh, hold on a second. These are brand new. I never really ran them on my layout. Never got a chance to run them, but it's like 2 passenger cars, brand new.
Nice.
And they're the price on them for just one of them. Look at.
Yep.
That's just for one.
Wow.
You know, so together they'll be about $60, $65, $70. So,
Well, the point I'm trying to make is if you ask for a couple $100, if you ask
so
for a couple $100 for each piece, right? That pays for your Amtrak ticket. That pays for your accommodation. That pays your bills, etc. I'm not trying to. Well, I am being a little bit cheeky when I say this, but you just need to push the money a little bit more than what they're worth, to help yourself out. Because if you ask for what they're worth, you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to be stuck in a rut, which is why I'm saying push the coin. Ask for a bit more.
I guess I'm just worried that people won't buy them for more than what they're worth. So,
Well, but they're not
Well, that's their
buying
rules,
them.
Nancy, not yours.
I'm trying to be fair.
Well,
Stop
maybe-
being fair. Sometimes you just need to be a bit cruel to society, because society is a cruel thing to everyone else. Start pushing it back.
and maybe consider doing an auction type where you start out just under what they're worth and let people decide what they're going to pay, what they think they're worth, and what they're willing to help you with.
Exactly.
So anyway, but just to show you here, and I'm sure I haven't found everything, but if you look, those are all a whole big box full
Right on.
of locomotives and train cars that I need to. So, but I guess I could hold a big online sale or auction or something like that. I don't know how would you do that online? I mean,
We've done it. Ken was the auctioneer. I can't remember who we did it for, but we raised money for somebody.
because I have buildings. This is like a really nice, train station. Camera, stop. But anyway, a really nice train station. So yeah, the structures themselves are really, really nice. So
Yeah.
and these are all ones I built up, and yeah. So wow.
Yeah, I think you would do pretty well with an online auction
So,
if we advertised it pretty heavily and
I'll have to talk to Ken and see if he, what his, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna hop down so I can get some sleep.
All right, Eli. Thanks.
All
All right.
right,
Bye,
Eli,
Nancy.
take care.
You too. All right, guys.
Good night, Eli.
Night.
Bye. So, and then
Oh, I had a moment there. It was Eli that got dropped off. I thought I got kicked.
so anyway,
Well, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm getting tired, so it's time for me to head to bed too.
yeah, okay, Susan, thanks for having me.
All right, thank you for having me. Greatly appreciated.
Oh, anytime. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
All right, good night, Nancy. Good night, Susan. Bye.
Bye.